Hey, what's going on, everyone? Matthew from therighttrader.com here, back today with another daily crypto update. As per usual, I'm going to be talking about some of the big movers today, as well as my normal schedule of Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, Ripple, Neo, Vertcoin, Monero, Omisigo, and Lisk. All of those in a more detailed technical analysis in that order on TradingView in just a second. Other than that, if you haven't purchased cryptocurrencies yet, go check out Coinbase. I have a referral link in the description where you can get $10 free when you sign up. So definitely check that out. And otherwise, let me update you on what's been going on with, the general market and the altcoins. So it's a great day for cryptocurrencies, actually, and a lot of them are really skyrocketing. So Bitcoin doing very well today, broke above 8,500 and is now moving closer and closer towards $9,000. And that means that $10,000 should really be coming up soon now. Ethereum taking a little bit of a breather today. It has gone up quite a bit, so that's kind of normal and expected. Ripple, pretty nice, up around 4%. Dash really taking off here, up 12%, currently sitting at $642. Litecoin, big breakout today, up around 14%, and near $90, probably going to move towards 100 pretty quickly now. Monero moving upwards again, up about 4%. Neo up nicely, 10%. IOTA, Ethereum Classic, EOS, Lisk, Omisigo getting a massive day today, up 14%, breaking out nicely. It was really struggling for a while, but that seems to have flipped back over. Stellar Lumens, Cardano doing really well. Also, we have Ardor up around 5%, Komodo up around 8%. And Ardor, I actually think I got some requests for a price prediction on this one, so I'll need to check it out. I don't know much about this cryptocurrency. Vertcoin getting a big day today, finally breaking out of its consolidation, it looks like, and up around 23%. We'll get to that, of course, in the technical analysis, but I won't go through everything. Overall, though, I just wanted to point out that there's a lot of big movers. EOS up 8%, and finally, a couple more that I'll point out. Zencash up 9%, and Substratum up a massive 41% today. This is a cryptocurrency that was kind of stagnating and not doing great for a while, and it really got a massive breakout today. It is a pretty popular cryptocurrency, so definitely worth noticing how it got a huge breakout here. It really set a new direction now for Substratum, and Podcoin up also pretty massively here, up 27%. So just wanted to point out the big movers, and other than that, let's get right into the technical analysis here. So starting off with Bitcoin, what's been happening is, we basically broke above. Let me just zoom in actually a bit. I'm on the wrong time frame here. So basically what's been going on with Bitcoin, we, consolidated here just for a couple days after moving higher. Faced a little bit of resistance around, 8,250 it looks like, and we finally got the break above that today. Moved very quickly above 8,500. And now, we're even moving closer and closer to $9,000, which is exactly what we want to see. Now, we didn't move above the 70 line yet on the RSI, so that's interesting. When we move above that, that'll be yet, more added strength. MACD looking great right now, nothing to worry about. Same thing on the histogram, it's bouncing nicely. So this was a very clean breakout with some good consolidation to back it. And, I like this move. I think this should be pretty healthy. Could it come back down and, test the support level over here, around 8,250 again, of course, but I think it'll really take off here, and we're probably going to get a test and hold above 9,000, in the next week or two, and then even probably move towards $10,000 pretty quickly now. It's the sort of the law of attraction to those big numbers in stocks and finance and everything. The price usually gravitates towards those big numbers when it starts getting near them. So I would expect $10,000 pretty soon here now, and we do have some room to move up. The upper Bollinger Band is expanding nicely, so it is a sustainable breakout, it seems like. And now this uptrend line that we had previously, which was a resistance, is kind of out of the way as well. So very clean breakout, and moving nicely here for Bitcoin. We can also see increasing volume here the past 2 days, so that's yet another good sign that's showing that this should be a pretty sustainable move. And let's move over to Ethereum now. So Ethereum, like I said, this has been one of the cryptocurrencies that has actually been doing well, kind of before a lot of the breakouts that are experiencing today. And by the way, I did call many of these kind of this bounce in my big crypto bounce by the end of 2017 video. So definitely check that out if you haven't yet. But I did call, the Litecoin bounce even in my previous daily crypto update, I believe. Anyways, let's see what's been going on with Ethereum. So we got the big breakout yesterday and new all-time highs and everything. We put in a high of $479. So we're getting close to $500. We probably will go and test that pretty soon. Now, unfortunately, what you have to realize here with Ethereum is, it really took off and moved very high above the upper Bollinger Band, right? We're currently trading way above that right now. So that is a little bit problematic, and, there's a good chance that we fall back lower now, go back into the Bollinger Band range, which is much more sustainable because we basically got a bit overextended quickly. So it will probably have to pull back a little bit here, and maybe towards $450, something like that, before it can start moving back up. Where I think at this point, 500 is pretty much in the bag here, and we should start moving above $500, in the next couple weeks now. So very shortly we should be above that, and yeah, otherwise looking good. Just needed a little bit of a breather here, it looks like. Moving over to Litecoin, big day, like I said, for Litecoin. I have been accumulating quite a bit of Litecoin, in the previous, in the past, 2-3 weeks. I've been mentioning that, and I'm very happy I did. I could see this move happening, and I did call it all the way through. So amazing day today for Litecoin. Broke above the 70 line on the RSI. MACD really taking off, got a nice little higher high pattern on the histogram as well, so that's moving up really nicely and uptrending. Massive volume today actually, and basically got our break above this $83 mark, which was kind of the final resistance, like I said before, really taking off towards the all-time highs, and that's what it's looking like. It does seem like there's a little bit of a final resistance over here around $90, just under that maybe. It's where there's a little last bit of resistance, but after that, we'll really start moving very quickly towards $100. And actually, if we take a look at what happened, we got a pretty big break today, similar to over here where it really started breaking out, above the Bollinger Band. So I wouldn't be surprised to see, $100 within the next 2-3 days at this point, and definitely within the next week or two at the most. But this should happen very quickly now that we got our big breakout. We should really, gravitate and climb towards $100 and hopefully break above that. I think that it's very likely, considering Bitcoin's break above those big numbers, and as well as Ethereum breaking above $400. Litecoin has been trailing behind, and it's finally time for it, I think, to break above $100. So looking good here, facing a little bit of resistance around that $90 mark, putting a high today of $89.88. So once we're able to break above that, we really should see it climb really quickly up to $100 basically, and acting very nicely. I think that it won't be coming back down to these levels maybe ever again, really. I think that once it's above 100, that'll be the new kind of standard at this point for Litecoin. So I'm very happy about my purchase here in the lower ranges. And let's see what's been going on with Ripple. So Ripple looks like it was not doing too bad today. It's good to see it, kind of bouncing back up. And so let's see, basically making a higher high and higher low today, which is really good to see. Basically starting back, hopefully a little uptrend. We're moving back above the 60 line on the RSI, still uptrending on the MACD, and basically, we'll want to see a break above this 25 cent area, really break above that, hold above that, and then we'll be in this higher range between that and 30 cents, which may not be able to break above just yet, but hopefully we can now trade in that upper range over here, and it may consolidate in here for a while, but after that, it'll start clearing up more and more as we go higher, and should move up quicker and quicker as it gets through these final resistance levels. But it's definitely recovering with the rest of the altcoin market, which is obviously a good sign. And let's move over now to NEO. That looks like it was having a really good day as well. So let's see. NEO here up about 10%, put in a high today of 42.58. So we did actually move pretty high today, and we're kind of just churning through the resistance levels here. Was able to break above this $37 mark. Now kind of we're going to want to see it go above basically $40 and then come back and test this sort of $43 area. So we should see that pretty quickly at this point. We've got a nice bounce on the MACD. Same thing on the histogram. We're back above the RSI uptrend line, which is good to see. Increasing volume as well. So it kind of faced some resistance over here with the upper Bollinger Band, but it should really put in some higher highs and higher lows here moving forward in the next couple days. So I'm not too worried about NEO. I think it's going to move up nicely with the rest of the market as well. And the final resistance is this $43 mark, and after that we could really see a massive breakout here towards the all-time highs, I think. So NEO looking good as well. And moving onwards with our list, we're going to pass over to Vertcoin now, and I'm really happy that Vertcoin finally got its big move here. So I said that it was going to consolidate for a while. That's what it did, and we got our big breakout today. Now, unfortunately, it wasn't the type of breakout that was really, what's it called? It was not really predictable. You know, this happened really quickly, kind of overnight, and massive spike on the MACD. You know, now going back towards the orange line, right? So we'll have to see if it's able to really break through that and cross over, or if it'll reject that, because it will be the first time that it officially comes back and tests it. You know, it kind of did that there, but it never really actually made it to the orange line. So we'll have to see how it acts around that. But overall, it's still a great sign, right? We're finally coming back up on the MACD, which is what I wanted to see. Broke above the 60 line on the RSI, moving back up now. And of course, it's facing some resistance at this $4.85 resistance level that I put in. You know, that's this horizontal pink line over here, and that's the resistance until the final resistance until we move into, you know, this upper range over here up to $6, right? So we'll definitely want to see it move up in that range, and that'll set it in a much better position, you know, to start moving back towards new highs. But overall here, finally broke out of this range, and we should start to see it move higher now going forward. You know, the middle band is also starting to move back up, as well as the Bollinger Bands. So that's obviously, you know, everything is kind of pointing towards it finally moving back higher now, at least slowly but surely as we move forward. So that's obviously good to see. And let's see what's been happening with Monero. So obviously, kind of like Ethereum, one of the cryptocurrencies out there that has been doing good, you know, regardless over the past couple weeks here, you know, past 2-3 weeks, and still beautiful uptrend on the MACD, keeps on going. Histogram looking fine as well, and we made it back above the 75 mark on the RSI. That's going to be great. You know, that was a pretty harsh resistance level, it looks like, and we did manage to get it back above that. So now it's happening. We're just peaking above. Let me zoom in just a little bit so you get a better idea of what's happening. But we're peaking above the basically this final resistance level over here at 100 and let's see, around 150. Sorry, $67. So moving higher on that, and yeah, basically, you know, I think we put in a new all-time high, it looks like, today. So that's going to be $175.97. And yeah, we can expect it now to hold above that, I think, hold above this $167 area, and really just start moving higher now, slowly but surely. We are pretty high up on the Bollinger Bands. That's something that could hold it back a little bit, as it did already break out quite a bit. But it should start climbing towards $200, like I said, at least slowly but surely here in the next couple of weeks now. And yeah, I think that now that we broke above that $150 mark, you know, like I said, in finance, these stocks, commodities, all that, you know, cryptocurrencies are very attracted, and they gravitate towards those big numbers once they get, you know, the breakouts that they need. So $200 should be, you know, kind of the next stop for Monero here. And Omisigo looks like got a big breakout today. Now, not, you know, a massive breakout out of a bunch of resistance, but overall we're back in the back above this uptrend line over here. So we're now uptrending again, and, you know, more importantly, the significance of this move is, you know, kind of multifaceted, because we've got some pretty massive volume over here. We have the histogram kicking back up, the MACD kicking back up as well. Fortunately, didn't cross back below the orange line, and we're back above the uptrend line on the RSI. That's also a great sign. And, you know, something that I've been pointing out a lot for Omisigo is the fact that, you know, we had our downtrend. If you look at the, you know, just the price and even the Bollinger Bands, the middle band, you know, the brown line, we've been moving lower. We flattened out a little bit, consolidated for a while, and we're now really, you know, starting to round back up and turn back over towards the upside. You can see that very nicely here happening with the Bollinger Bands and the middle band, right, the brown line over here, which is currently sitting at $7.52. So overall, you know, this move, I think, really shows that we are going to be moving higher now, and finally a bit of strength coming into Omisigo based on the volume. So what can we expect now? You know, it put in a high of $9.20 about. So hopefully we'll see if we'll be able to move above this uptrend line over here, which is now resistance. But I think that we should pretty quickly go above this resistance levels at $9.83 now. So that'll put us in this upper range over here. And yeah, it hasn't touched that in a while. So I think that we should get back into that pretty quickly now based on this breakout. So definitely look for some more traction on we say go. And let's see what's been happening with LISC. LISC, let's see, up around 2.5%. So it is bouncing actually, putting in a higher high and higher low. Obviously a good sign. Decreasing volume though, which isn't the best, but it is moving higher with higher lows and higher highs, like I said. So that's obviously a good thing, kicking back up on the RSI and everything. Now it dipped back below the orange line on the MACD, so we'll see if we can cross back over. But at least this uptrend line held, and that's what we wanted to see. I think the bottom is in now, and we kind of got our bottom. So we really should start to see this move back above $8.62 pretty cleanly, and really slowly but surely move back towards that $10 mark, right? Which is kind of where I want to see it at, and yeah, be a double-digit cryptocurrency after that. So not looking bad, and it looks like it will recover. Disaster was avoided for LISC, which isn't surprising. It is a good cryptocurrency. But this is the end of the daily crypto update. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know if you want me to cover any of these other cryptocurrencies. There's a lot of movers. Of course, I can't cover all of them in one video, especially a daily crypto update. But I tried, giving you the best idea I could of what's been going on. And yeah, let me know your thoughts on all of this. I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to give it a like and subscribe. Other than that, everyone, I hope you had a great day. I hope you enjoyed this video. And yeah, have a good one.